Hey guys, what's going on today on the channel? We're going to check out the new GMC Terrain. Alright guys, so this one's a 2019 GMC Terrain. It's SLT model, so it's kind of their base model. So it's got the smaller wheels on it. I think they're like 17 inch, 225, 65, 17 tires. This thing rides really nice. We'll drive it here in a little bit in the video. Overall styling of the Terrain, they changed the front end up a lot. So they made the headlights more stylish, front end real stylish. The Denali's look really good. They got their mesh grille, chrome grille all the way around. This one's a really sweet color. It's kind of a burgundy color. Got the Terrain emblem in the back. They made the body cladding go all the way down the side. It's kind of nice because earlier when I was driving, something flew up, hit the side of it, and you don't have to worry about it chipping off the paint. And then they made the back window real smaller, kind of give it a stylish look. Kept the chrome. Rear tail lights, pretty nice looking. They made them nice and small versus the big ones that used to be on the back of the Terrains before. Up in the back, you got tons of storage. This one's not a third row seat, it's just a second row seat. Seats fold down, and then it's got the plastic on the back of the seats, so that way you can use it as storage all the way back, which is pretty awesome. And of course, power lift gate, so hit the button, the lift gate will go back down. It does have the backup camera in it. I don't know if you guys can hear me that much because it's windy out here, but like I said, SLE model. I don't know if I said SLE or SLT, but it's SLE model. Pretty nice looking car. You know, it'd be a great first car if you commute a lot. I think I was getting like 28, 29 miles per gallon, cruising pretty good. So we'll go to the inside, and one thing I do like about this vehicle is the passive entry. So you can lock the doors, unlock the doors. Don't even have to get the fob out of your pocket. And then it's push button start. So pretty convenient, you know. I know it's not a big deal, but not having to find your key in it. Control on the door so you can open the hatch, turn the hatch off. You also got a 3/4 mode on the hatch, so it'll only open up 3/4 of the way. And we'll check out a little bit more of the inside. Before I get to more of the inside, we're taking on the highway. You guys can hear the wind noise and stuff on the inside, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so as we're driving along in the new GMC, overall this thing's got pretty good room in it. Switch over to the steering wheel so you can see the controls that you have while you're driving. They're pretty convenient. So let's check this out. So we're stopped here, checking out the new Terrain and redesigned back seats. You got plenty of room back there. You got the armrest that folds down in the middle. So this is a SLE model, so it's kind of their base model. So it does have cloth seats. They did put the stitching in the seats, you know, they kind of did the same colors like the AT4s, but it's pretty nice. And then so got your console up here, sunglass holder, of course your OnStar buttons, rear view camera, got backup camera. So put your foot on the brake, hit this in reverse. Got a nice backup camera, gives a really wide view. There's no additional views, but I can park. And then of course your radio that I was showing you guys while we were driving, your vent configurations. They did put a nice wood grain kind of access panels overall. And then like I said, overall average that we're getting out of this thing right now is about 26 average. So that's highway and city. So that's not too bad. Overall, this thing's priced, let's see, I want to say it's around like 32,000. Let's go grab a glance at the window sticker. Alright, so 2019 SLE. I'm sure there'll be some rebates on these things. I don't know exactly what they are, but since it is end of the year, yeah, it was pretty close. 31,960, so 32,000 plus the rebates. So you can get into a brand new car, probably around, you know, 32,000 once it's all said and done with taxes. GM will be having a ton of rebates coming out, as they always do, right towards the end of the year. Down here you got your USB charger, you know, aux input, and then of course your lighter adapter. Console's pretty big in it. It's kind of nice they put a light inside the console, and then you got the little tray right there for change and smaller stuff. If you're up north, you can switch it from regular street driving to if you have weather, so that way it helps with the traction control. And then you do have heated seats, even in the base model, so pretty sweet. And then you also have hill descend, so it'll help you if you're cruising down the mountains. But overall, I'm 6'2", and let me show you guys the headroom of this thing. So for being 6'2", I still got tons of headroom above me. You know, it feels pretty comfortable to drive. Seats aren't as comfortable as my Yukon, of course, but still pretty comfortable seats. And yeah, if you guys have any questions on this thing, it's kind of a good basic overview of it. And we're gonna take it for a ride home, and then I'll get this video posted for y'all. And if you have any questions on the Terrains or any other GM lineup, just comment below. I'll see what I can do to help you out. I do work at the GM dealer and service, so overall the Terrains over the last couple of years, we've had really good luck with them. Back in the early models, like 2010-ish, we had some timing chain issues, but so far so good on these new ones. Even with the new transmission setup and everything, they've been really good cars to us, even in the service department. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit that thumbs up button, and I'm gonna get some more shots of this car once we get home and get it in the driveway. It's pretty windy in the parking lot, so I don't want to do a bunch of audio outside and not have you guys be able to hear me. So see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so driving this thing home, one thing I forgot to mention is how quiet the engine is in this thing. This thing runs really quiet, and it's got, also the other thing that this thing has is the auto stop feature. It's kind of weird getting used to. So if you're looking at a Terrain or some of the new, I think the Buick Envision has it also, is an auto stop. So what that does is when you're driving, come up to a light, so like right now we're about to come up on this light, and let me show you guys what it does. So we're coming up on the light, come to a complete stop, and you'll see the RPMs fall down. It actually stalls out the engine to where you're not running. And depending on electrical load, AC requirements, stuff like that, it will stay shut off until you let your foot off the brake when the light turns green, and then a spring regenerates the engine and starts it back up. So it's kind of a cool feature. It's supposed to save a lot on like miles per gallon. So I could see some people say it's kind of annoying. Some people like it. But like right now, light turned green, let our foot off the brake, fires back up. Kind of feels like a jolt for a second, and then get you back going. So kind of something to get used to in these new cars, but of course all the auto manufacturers are going off of fuel economy, MPG. So with all these manufacturers anymore, they want to keep your miles per gallon high. Of course our gas prices are a little low, but a lot of manufacturers are switching over to these SUV platforms, so crossover platforms, SUV platforms. You know, we're kind of seeing like the Buick LaCrosse go away, stuff like that. So people want the size of the SUVs, the convenience of, you know, having more storage space, having more room for different passengers and stuff. But at the same point, they want to keep the miles per gallon. So we're going to make sure, you know, the manufacturers are doing all they can to make sure that people are getting what they want. So kind of a different feature, but the auto stop is pretty cool. Said to get 26, 27 on average out of a small SUV. That's not that bad. So I'm sure if you set the cruise at 70, cruising on the highway, you could probably get this thing up to like 32, 33 depending on where you're at in the country. You know, there's a lot of factors that come into miles per gallon that people don't think about. You know, what terrain they're driving in, whether it's hilly or flat. You know, down here in Florida, we got kind of the best of both worlds because we're really flat. A lot of where I'm at anyways, I'm not in the city, so it's constant driving. We're not stop and go, so we get pretty good MPG around here. So but yeah, we're gonna be at the house in a minute, and then I'll show you guys some more of the outside. Alright guys, so just wanted to show you guys the outside. Hopefully my house is blocking some of the wind, but it's pretty windy today. Hope you guys can see the headlights on these. So they got the nice LED all the way around the outside of the headlights. I'll switch the camera around so you guys can get a better view. Nice LED, they're projector bulbs. So thing with projector bulbs too, if you're kind of getting used to them, is they kind of put this straight line when you're driving at nighttime. So you may think they're adjusted too low or whatever, but it's just the way the projectors are. And the reason they do that is so oncoming traffic, you don't blind them, because these lights put out so much more light than the old just regular, you know, bulbs that used to be in the vehicles that were kind of yellowish. These ones put out a nice bright white. And if you're new checking into the channel, this is my 97 F250. So I got tons of videos on the build when this thing came along. I also do car reviews too, so if I get a chance to get a new car on the channel and do a review on it, it helps you guys out when you're trying to make a decision to buy them. Of course, you can go to the Denali platform or one of the higher platforms. You usually get nicer grills, you get fog lights, you get lane assist, a little bit more park assist features. So, but this one overall is nice. I had to go to a class today, so got to drive this one. Like I said, the seats aren't real bad for cloth. At least they gave a nice design to them. It's got a nice imprint, nice stitching on them. Back seat's really roomy. So tons of room in the back seat. Like I said, you got a nice armrest, cup holders, all LED lighting inside. So hats off to GM stepping up on the LED lights inside the vehicle. And that'll about do it for this video. Alright guys, so if you're in the market for a new GMC, Buick, Honda, or Ford, go check out Ron Norris Buick GMC. They also own the Honda dealer and the Ford dealership here in Titusville, Florida. So I'll put the links down below. If you guys need anything from them, we're an awesome family-owned dealership. So we'll be sure to help you guys out. And again, I appreciate you guys watching. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. See you guys on the next video, and enjoy. You guys have a great Christmas and Thanksgiving coming up real quick. So see you guys later. Have a great night.